In an unexpected yet intriguing development, Elon Musk, the visionary entrepreneur and CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, recently visited the Central Intelligence Agency (CIA) headquarters, accompanied by CIA Director John Ratcliffe. The purpose of the visit was to explore how Dogecoin, Doge, the popular cryptocurrency known for its meme origins and rapid rise in the financial world, could potentially enhance the efficiency and operational capabilities of the agency. This meeting has sparked considerable speculation about the intersection of technology, digital currency, and national security, as Musk's unconventional ideas often do. During the visit, Musk reportedly presented innovative concepts that could leverage blockchain technology to optimize data management, secure transactions, and streamline logistical processes within the CIA. Given the increasing digitization of intelligence operations and the need for robust, secure systems to manage vast amounts of data, the potential integration of Doge or similar blockchain-based solutions is being considered as a futuristic approach. Musk's pitch seemingly revolved around utilizing Doge not only as a currency, but as a decentralized technology framework to improve transparency and reduce operational costs. Following his CIA visit, Musk made a surprise appearance on The Five, where he offered insights into Dogecoin's evolving role and its potential implications for government agencies. He emphasized the importance of modernizing outdated systems, hinting that Dogecoin's low transaction fees and fast processing could make it an asset in secure government communications, or even as a medium for small-scale transactions within interagency operations. Musk also hinted at the broader applications of blockchain for data integrity, suggesting that decentralization could reduce vulnerabilities related to cyber threats and unauthorized access. The idea of integrating a meme-based cryptocurrency into the inner workings of a top intelligence agency has raised eyebrows and fueled debates among both tech experts and political analysts. Critics argue that adopting a digital currency primarily associated with internet culture might undermine the seriousness of national security protocols. However, proponents see Musk's proposal as an opportunity to modernize the CIA's infrastructure, potentially making it more agile and adaptive in an increasingly digital world. To keep the American taxpayer informed, Musk has promised to maintain transparency regarding the progress of these discussions, advocating for open communication between tech innovators and government entities. He suggested that regular updates could be shared via social media or public forums, reflecting his commitment to engaging the public in the evolution of technological advancements within government operations. As discussions continue, many are left pondering the unconventional yet potentially groundbreaking alliance between the world of cryptocurrency and one of the most secretive institutions in the United States. Whether or not Dogecoin becomes a part of the CIA's future, Musk's visit has certainly reignited the conversation about the role of emerging technologies in government efficiency and national security.
Everything that Doge does is an open book. So I think the most transparent the most transparent organization in government ever. Every single Doge action is listed on the Doge.gov website. It's also listed on the X handle. So if anyone has a concern about any one of those actions, they can bring that up.
Elon Musk has recently spoken out about a series of violent attacks targeting Tesla facilities and infrastructure, labeling these incidents as wide-scale domestic terrorism. The tech billionaire and CEO of Tesla has expressed grave concern over the growing frequency and severity of these attacks, which he believes are not isolated acts of vandalism, but part of a coordinated effort to undermine the company's operations. Musk's remarks come in the wake of multiple reported incidents where Tesla properties, including factories and charging stations, have been damaged, with some acts involving arson, sabotage, and organized vandalism. According to Musk, these attacks are not just random acts of aggression, but rather calculated moves aimed at disrupting Tesla's ability to operate efficiently, jeopardizing both the company's infrastructure and the safety of its employees. In response to the escalating situation, Musk has called upon law enforcement agencies to take decisive action against those orchestrating these violent acts. He has urged authorities to intensify their investigations, identify the leaders behind these movements, and hold them accountable for inciting violence and property destruction. While Musk did not specify which groups or individuals he believes are behind the attacks, his statements reflect a growing frustration with what he perceives as a lack of adequate response from both local and federal authorities. The broader context of these attacks is rooted in Tesla's controversial position within the automotive and clean energy sectors. As the world's leading electric vehicle manufacturer, Tesla has faced both admiration and criticism from various quarters, including environmental activists who argue that the company's mining practices are harmful, labor advocates concerned with workplace safety, and traditional automotive industry supporters who see Tesla as a disruptive force. While it remains unclear whether any of these groups are directly involved, the coordinated nature of the incident suggests a level of planning and intent that has raised significant concerns. Musk's comments also reflect his belief that the attacks could have far-reaching implications, not just for Tesla, but for the broader clean energy movement. He warned that failing to address such violent disruptions could set a dangerous precedent, where innovation and progress in sustainable technologies become vulnerable to ideological or politically motivated aggression. In his public statements, Musk emphasized the need for a robust response, urging law enforcement to act swiftly to prevent further damage and to send a clear message that violent tactics will not be tolerated. The situation has also sparked a heated debate online, with supporters of Musk and Tesla demanding stricter legal measures against the perpetrators, while critics argue that Tesla's own practices have fueled public discontent. Some industry analysts suggest that Tesla's rapid expansion and controversial labor practices may have inadvertently contributed to the hostility, making it crucial for the company to address not only external threats, but also internal challenges related to employee relations and community engagement. In the meantime, Tesla has ramped up its own security measures, implementing enhanced surveillance and collaborating with private security firms to safeguard its facilities. The company has also issued public statements reaffirming its commitment to sustainable innovation while condemning any form of violence aimed at halting its progress. As the investigation unfolds, Musk remains resolute in his stance, advocating for stronger protective measures and accountability for those who incite or carry out acts of violence. The ongoing tension highlights the complex intersection of corporate responsibility, public sentiment, and the evolving challenges faced by leading innovators in the clean energy sector. The outcome of this situation could significantly impact not only Tesla's operations, but also the broader discourse on how disruptive technologies are perceived and challenged within modern society.
They are the foot soldiers,
Right.
but we need to go after the generals, and we're going to do so. The president has made it very clear that we're going to go after those that are paying and organizing these violent attacks. And Attorney General Bondi has said the same thing. I believe that is exactly what will happen.
Do you know who they are?
We're coming for them.
Do you know who those generals are?
We know. We do.
The recent developments involving the FBI's intensified efforts to crack down on violent perpetrators have garnered significant attention, especially in light of the agency's changing priorities and leadership strategies. In an insightful discussion, former FBI Special Agent Nicole Parker shed light on the agency's current operations and the leadership dynamics that are shaping its actions. Under the new administration, the FBI, headed by Director Kash Patel and supported by Attorney General Pam Bondi, is demonstrating a firm commitment to law enforcement, especially when dealing with violence and crime. This marks a notable shift from previous years where similar violent actions seemingly went unpunished, leading to a perception among some individuals that they could act without consequence. Nicole Parker emphasized that this time the response would be different. Director Patel has spearheaded the formation of a specialized task force within the FBI to address the recent surge in violent activities. The agency is now focused on not only apprehending those directly involved in criminal acts, but also identifying and targeting the financial backers who are orchestrating and funding these disturbances. This approach aligns with the principle often cited within law enforcement: follow the money. Financial records, including bank transactions, are seen as reliable indicators that rarely lie, revealing the true origins of funding behind violent protests and criminal networks. Parker echoed the sentiments of entrepreneur Elon Musk, who recently pointed out that discovering the financial sources behind these violent incidents is crucial. She expressed confidence that, if these activities are being financially supported, the FBI's investigation will expose the truth, not just focusing on the so-called foot soldiers who carry out the acts, but more importantly, on the individuals or organizations providing the financial backing. This method ensures that justice addresses the root cause rather than just the symptoms, which in this context means holding accountable those who plan, fund, and orchestrate violence, rather than merely punishing those on the ground. In a related high-profile case, Attorney General Pam Bondi recently made headlines by directing federal prosecutors to seek the death penalty against suspected CEO killer Luigi Mangione. Mangione is accused of the cold-blooded murder of Brian Thompson, an innocent man and a father of 2 young children. The incident has shocked the nation due to the brutal nature of the crime, described as a premeditated and calculated assassination. Attorney General Bondi's decision to pursue the death penalty has been viewed as a significant stance on crime deterrence, especially given the broader context of criminal justice reform under President Joe Biden's administration. Previously, Biden commuted the death sentences of 37 convicted killers, reducing their punishment to life imprisonment, a move that sparked bipartisan criticism, as it was seen by many as undermining justice for victims' families. Bondi's approach, therefore, is being interpreted as a clear message that violent crime, especially murder, will not be tolerated and will be met with the harshest possible legal consequences. This decision also represents a stark contrast to the previous administration's leniency and sends a powerful deterrent message that acts of violence, regardless of motive or perceived justification, will face severe repercussions. Parker noted that this move is essential because the lack of strict consequences could perpetuate a cycle of violence, as individuals might feel emboldened to commit violent acts without fear of severe punishment. Furthermore, Parker shared her personal experiences and frustrations with the evolving priorities within the FBI. She explained that during her tenure, the agency seemed to shift from its original mission of impartial law enforcement to a more politically and socially driven agenda. This change, she argued, compromised the FBI's core objective of public safety and crime prevention. One particularly troubling instance she highlighted was the disparity in resource allocation, where SWAT teams were dispatched liberally to pursue non-violent offenders, while resources were noticeably absent in genuinely dangerous situations. A poignant example of this, according to Parker, involved her close colleague, Special Agent Laura Schwarzenberger, who was tragically killed while executing a search warrant against a child predator. Despite the high-risk nature of the operation, no SWAT support was provided that morning. In stark contrast, SWAT units were widely deployed in less critical situations, highlighting what Parker considers a grave mismanagement of resources. Moreover, Parker expressed outrage over the FBI's failure to fund the memorial service for Schwarzenberger and another fallen agent, Daniel Alfin, forcing the bereaved families to rely on private donations. Parker,